Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in SpinTires Mud Runner on PC, and we're going to be taking a look at a map called Highwater. Now, when you download this map, there's two different versions. There's Highwater, the standard version, and there's also Highwater Quick Start. We're using Highwater Quick Start this time, which basically gives you an unlocked garage and a few different vehicle slots straight from the start, whereas if you do the standard map, you start out with one vehicle and you have to unlock garages as you go. So if you want to do a little bit more of a realistic, more in-depth, more story, no, I wouldn't say story-driven, but objective-based game, then I would start out with the standard version. Whereas if you want to test out vehicles, or if you want to get straight into logging, I would say go ahead and use Highwater Quick Start. So the vehicles we're using in this map are this particular ZIL 131 8x8, which is actually a really cool truck. It's got like a similar graphic style as to the other trucks in the game, but it's got 3 axles in the back, and it's got some really cool wheels that are mounted on it too. Like, I'm a big fan of those. And then we brought the Trials version of the Tatra along, and then we have a stock truck down at the end. So I'm gonna put a beacon on, and let's see, that's an extra fuel tank. We can do a garage trailer. We can do a couple different kinds of trailers. Actually, let me look at the map real quick, because we've got a lumber mill right across the street. But we've also got watch points everywhere, and we've got a really big map to deal with. So let's see, we got 3 lumber mills in total, and I'm just gonna go ahead and see about getting to this log station. That'll be my first thing, is getting to that particular log station, and that'll be that. So let's see. That's a 4 points trailer. Okay. What about, So we've got like a normal one, another normal one, utility trailers. Can we not do anything with a long log trailer? Well, no, you know what we can do? We can use this, and then we can use that as well. So that gives us plenty of points that we can haul. So let's head off in, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go to the right. I think going to the right is gonna be the better option, but at the end of the day, I do think that they probably have some sort of surprise waiting for us. Ooh, that's a proper interior. It's got switches. It's actually, you know, like the steering wheel moves. They've got the dash in the right place. I like this truck. I like this truck a lot. I think it works. It works really well. Now, I am playing in casual mode, not hardcore mode, because obviously, I feel like it would be much better to test a mod in casual versus hardcore. I am going to go left. Yeah, it looks like going right actually stops. Now, the only thing that's bad about this truck that I can already tell you is going to be bad is its turning radius, right? The turning radius on this thing is going to be absolutely crappy. So I'm going to be very careful as to what situations I get myself into with this truck, because I can definitely see getting into a crazy situation and then having to deal with some pretty nasty backing up and going forward and backing up and going forward type scenarios. Oh god, can we... Well, you know what? This truck actually doesn't do too badly in the mud, at least so far. It's definitely a, Oh, wow, yeah, okay. I think, you know what? I think the really fat, wide tires in the back and the fact that there's so much contact with the ground improves its mud traction a really good bit. I mean, those tires are... those are mud bog style tires, so they're definitely not a set of tires to be messed with, that's for sure. And I think also too, they've got a sense of, like, this truck is here to do business, right? This truck is here to do business. It's here to get, you know, to get into the woods, get the logs, and get them out again as quickly and as effectively as possible. It's not here to mess around, and it's pretty much here to do exactly what it set out to do. I'm gonna put it in high and see if it it grinds to a halt. Okay. Let's do low 3, and let's see how it runs in low 3. God, I would not want to get stuck out there. That's just a bog, dude. That's a horrible bog out there, and I would not want to be stuck in that. You get stuck in that, and you're in some trouble. Like, you're in some big trouble. Dig in, come on. You know, she's not doing too bad. I gotta give it that. It's not doing too bad at all, and I've got to give it credit where credit's due. And I think in the grand scheme of things, I think this is a really good. It's a really good truck, and it's also a really interesting way to see, like, this truck is technically an 8x8, right? You don't think of it as an 8x8, but it is, and it's because, you know, obviously you're dealing with 8 wheels that are all driven, but the reason why it doesn't really come off like a quote-unquote 8x8 is because it doesn't look like the normal 8x8s that come in the game. It doesn't have that generic, you know, 2 axles up front, 2 axles out back type look. Holy crap, this mud is deep. Whoa. This is nasty. Yeah, that is some gnarly mud. That is some absolutely gnarly mud. Coming back through here is going to be a challenge. God, that's... We may... I don't know if we can... I don't know if this truck can make it through, guys. We may have to, like, get a truck to pull it back. Should have gone around the edge. I should have gone around the edge. Like, no joke, I should have gone around the edge. Just trying to take whatever route will get me, or whatever even line will get me just a little bit closer to the edge. Because, to be frank, I mean, that's the only way we're going to get through here without a winch. Oh, we've got some movement now. This is what SpinTires is made for and known for right here. This is true SpinTires. That whole idea of a massive log truck stuck in mud. Well, thankfully we're not far from the garage, and I brought the trial truck for a reason. I didn't know it was going to be for this reason, but it is, so let's go. Funny how slow it is in high. Like, high for this thing is second, but I think they wanted it to be, you know, they wanted high to be not too high. They wanted it to be just high enough that it could be used as like a climbing gear, but not necessarily a gear for speed. It's a very roomy cabin, holy crap. I love trial trucks. I freaking love them. They're so cool. Alright, low 3 time. We're going to get this thing out of here one way or another. And we're going to take the line that we should have taken the first time, which is going to be going along the edge, going along the right side, you know, outside edge. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. There you go. Oh, geez. That took a bit of a hit. I mean, it's like just coming straight down. Alright, now wait for it to get, like, to where it's just before that mud, and then follow this edge on the right. Oh, well, we didn't have to do it yet, but it's okay. We're setting up. We're setting up in advance. It's all good. We're setting up for it well ahead of time. Planning ahead's a good thing. We just like, oh, dude, we even got a big hitch on the back, like, just perfect for this. Oh, yeah, this is the route we should have taken, like, 100% the first time. Like, it's funny, you shifted into, like, low 3 from high, and there's not much difference. Alright, let's go. Come on. We're getting you out. Oh, yes. Dude, trial truck to the freaking rescue, dude. Oh, that's awesome. I just gotta remember to follow the trial truck's line and not the log truck's line when we come back through here, especially with a fully loaded log trailer, because if we try and do that and go through the mud, we will get stuck so bad, it's not even funny. Like, it's so, oh god, it's gonna be, like, that'd be terrible. Absolutely terrible. Okay. So, we'll get up through here real quick, and then spin back around. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. I mean, she's not doing too bad. I mean, I really have to give it to this thing. It's done very well for what it is, and I'm kind of tempted to just use this thing to keep pulling it, because I don't want to deal with any more getting stuck shenanigans. And it's being driven by, like, you know, the AI, and it's not being driven by necessarily, like, oh, I don't know, like, Jeep guy, so it's not going to get driven off a cliff. Uh-oh. Says the guy that drives right into a tree. Okay, let's release the winch, move this thing out of the way, and go back to driving the other truck, because I do want to drive that truck. I feel like I feel like it kind of sucks that I, you know, brought it out here, and then I didn't drive it, like, at all. Just trying to keep it away from the edge. I'm trying to aim it so we can kind of, you know, drive it away from, as far away from the edge as humanly possible. Because I don't want to have to deal with rescuing this thing again, especially if it's flipped over. But again, also, the grass is your friend when it comes to, terms of kind of having a good route along these muddy areas, because the ground isn't going to be as soft, and it's something that we've learned over the course of unless it's wet. If it's wet, you have no clue. It could be soft as hell. It could be you know, hard packed ground. You never know, dude. It's like there's no telling. And, of course, there's always that feeling of, I know I've never been to this map before, I have no clue what could be coming next, and, you know, that's sometimes in your head, too, and you're like, should I be over here or should I be over there? I don't know, because I've never done this before. But that's, again, why we have a pretty beefy rescue truck, and I think that's, like, if you're exploring a map for the first time, and especially if you're going to be logging while you're doing it, a good rescue truck is, like, absolutely 110 freaking % necessary. Like, you have no idea, dude. It is so necessary. You know what? I was gonna say we might just winch, but I mean, it's slowed down, but not, you know, not too far. Nothing too crazy. Just let it get powered on through here. Now we can pull cable. Bump that up a gear. Release the cable, and we should be good, because the ground should start to get a little bit more packed in a minute. So once it does, we should be able to carry on just as we were. And I'm going to check the map in a second, because I have a hunch that he's hidden the watch points off the road, and even if you follow the roads, you're not going to find them. But, well, if the road curves back to the left, we might find one. And actually, oh, wow. That log station is a ways off. Like, it really is a good ways out. And oh God, there's a junction. Which way does this go? Oh God, I feel like the watch point will do that with the Tatra, because like I said, have a pretty good hunch that he's hidden them, and I don't want to get caught up in I don't want to get caught up in a massive woods and, you know, have to turn this thing around, because that's the last thing I want to have to do, is deal with turning this thing around. Oh no. Front end sinking. Pull cable, come on. Stay near the edge, actually. I'm going to stay near the edge most of the time, because I feel like it's a little bit safer, because you're always going to have, you know, trees that you can pull winch cable to. You're always going to have, you know, some way to save yourself, right? You're going to always have some way to save yourself and some way to get, you know, to get out of whatever predicament you find yourself in. But again, this is like a big lake. I mean, it's like a marshland lake, but still, like, there's lakes like that. Get through, release, and pull yet again. Get a little bit further down, and then release. So, this looks like it's probably going to be the most promising way to get to the lumber area. And again, I'm going to try driving over here near the edge, because sometimes I find that to be harder packed ground than the surface on the roads that's all, like, you know, soft or squishy or whatever it ends up being. But, oh dear. I mean, technically, we are heading in the right direction. That's the thing. Technically, we are heading in the right direction, so I am good with that, and I'm going to follow this path, and I think this path should turn out pretty well for us. I think it's definitely promising. I'm just really curious as to if we can get the truck into high and actually have it pick up some speed. Yes! Yes, it's going! Oh, it's going, dude! Dude, I wonder if we can just stay along the edge. I'm gonna do that. The watch point's probably down that little road. Oh, crap. Because I'm assuming he's also made it so that if you try to go this way, you're working against the current, so it's gonna be harder no matter what. And, of course, I respect that. I respect that you're trying to make it realistic, but at the same time, it's kind of like, oh, that's damn frustrating. Alright, check that map. For the most part, we're going... Oh, God, there was a little bit of a glitch with the water there. That was weird. For the most part, we're going the right way. At a certain point, we're going to need to figure out a way to get over there. And I feel like we may have just bypassed it, but there's actually... Oh, okay. There's another spot up here that looks like we could do it just fine. So, anytime there's like a little sandbar or... anytime there's like a sandbar or like a little island or something like that out in the middle of a river, it usually allows you to have a pretty easy crossing in terms of, oh, hey, there's a watch point. Beautiful. So we can go ahead and head over there and grab that. Really, all I need to do is figure out the route to the log station. And I think that, you know, with the way we're going right now, I think we're going in the right direction. So I don't know if we necessarily need to reveal the watch points. Although it might help us find some other routes that would be useful. Let's see where we're at. So we're starting to go up a little bit. We need to go back to the right. But like I said, I'm waiting until we get up there to where you can see that little group of islands, because I feel like that's going to be the best place to cross. Do they? No, because that's the other thing too, is once you reveal the watch point, you can look at the water and you can look at the water depth, and that, my friends, is such a big help it's not even funny. So it's totally worth it to do that. Kind of like having the fallen trees. I used to not like having the fallen trees around, but like, since you can use the fallen trees as winch points, it makes them so useful that I would rather have them around most of the time. Well, we'll probably pull that out of the ground. Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe not. Wow, okay, that one held up. I'm proud of that little tree. That thing did work. Okay, this is actually just about a perfect looking spot to cross, because there's winch points out there too. And that makes it, like, that makes a world of difference. Like, at least, like, in my opinion, because once you get close enough, you'll be able to just be like, hey, you know, give me a hookup. And it's not so much as to you need it to cross the river, but, I mean, sometimes you will, depending on your truck, but more along the lines of it's like a safety winch. It's like you're tethered to this, you know, to this stationary object, which means you're not going to necessarily be pulled away by the current when you start to cross the river, which, as we've found out on some other maps, is an issue sometimes. Like, it really is an issue sometimes with certain trucks, especially the bigger trucks that pick up a lot of water. Now, one thing, though, I think the water point for this truck may be a little off, because we didn't even get a water warning, much less dangerous water level, when we went through that river. Now, we should be on course now for the proper area, and I'm going to check my map again, and, oh, dude, we're pretty much pointing right at it. I mean, the route to get there definitely wasn't straight, but we're pointing right at, you know, right in the general direction that we should be. And I don't think we need fuel. I mean, like, it doesn't seem like we would, but I'm going to go... I think I might actually go in the direction of the fuel station anyway, because I believe it would be down here. Like, it would make sense that it would be down here. Oh, God. Let's put it in automatic mode. See if it'll go to second. Nope, put it in low. Put it in low. See, that's the thing with with the big trucks. If they'll get into second in automatic, then that's a pretty good indicator that, like, okay, they'll get into high. If they won't get into second, usually you shouldn't bother trying high range because they're going to stall out. If they won't automatically shift themselves into second, it's a pretty good indicator that they're not going to let themselves get into high. Oh, geez. Can you just roll back a little bit and then turn back right and continue on? So we've got, oh god, oh dear. Oh boy. This is gonna be fun. What could go, well, how hard could it be? Let's do it. Screw it. Screw it, let's do it. I'm up for it. I mean, we've got trees, which means we got winch points. So man, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that that lumber area. Like, mark my words, we're gonna get to that lumber area. No question about it in my mind. And I'm pretty sure we've got enough fuel to make this work. I think we've got enough fuel to get there, make this work, and just continue on out of it, no problem. Now let's go ahead and pull winch cable right here because I don't know how this thing reacts to rocks. It may love them, it may hate them. I don't know. Release. Pull cable. Again, it's also, too, like a huge truck, so you don't always have that, you know, ability that you would in, like, a little Land Cruiser or something like that, to just kind of, like, walk your way through tight sections like this. Curious also as to how the trailer's gonna react when I tell it needs to go over rocks. I'm gonna be like, bro, it's time for you to man up a little bit. Pull, 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 pull. Honestly, this isn't bad. I was assuming it was going to be a whole lot more difficult, especially with a truck this big, but, oh, more fallen trees. Yay. Okay, cool. So, yeah, getting through that wasn't that bad. I approve of this truck's performance through there. I mean, to be fair, we used the winch a lot, but it didn't even get hung up on an axle or anything like that. I mean, issues can still arise even when you're using a winch. Oh, I was going to skip night, but I can't because of fuel. It'll run this truck out of fuel if I skip night. I just realized that. That sucks. I mean, it's not bad. I don't mind driving it at night, but I just prefer driving during the day. I mean, that's my personal preference when playing the game. But, oh god. Oh, I really hope we didn't get let off on some wild goose chase. That would suck so bad, like if it looked like you were going to the right spot, but in all reality you actually weren't. That would be such a brutal letdown, dude. Like, oh my god. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, what, you're kidding me. You're telling me you don't have any hookups over there? Like any like winch hookups or anything like that? Bro, that's like, you gotta have those. Oh, dude, I found the key to this section right here. We're not even gonna mess with that area on the left, like the main road. We're just gonna go right here, and we're just gonna tuck in through this, like, not necessarily through the rocks. That's not what I'm going for, even though it probably looks like that's what I'm going for. But let's go up into first, or well, not first, low 3. See if we can work our way to the right. And then work our way through because we're close to winch points. And wait. Does this just hairpin? I think it does. We're pointed directly at the log station right now. So I might do a bit of trailblazing and decide that going through here is a okay option. I'm also trying to kind of, like, you know, kind of cut distance a little bit because I know that if we we run out of fuel, that won't be pretty. It doesn't look like... I looked over there. I turned the light off and looked over there, and I was like, that doesn't look like the way we're supposed to go, so we're going to take a gamble and go this way. I so hope we're going to the right place. I so hope we're going to the right place. God, that would suck so bad if we weren't. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Release. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Pull, please. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, we got another vehicle, a K700. That's perfect. Actually, you know what? That's good, because that means we should be getting close to the log station. Because they generally, even on modded maps, they generally don't put K700s anywhere other than nearby to log stations, because they know that that's what they'll be used for, and there's not really any point in putting them anywhere else. There's a watch point. What's our... Oh, yes. Oh, sweet. We went the right way. Stick with the line. Stick with the line. Oh, God. At this point, you know, to go off of, like... Uh-oh. You know what? No, I'm good. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go over here. Pull just a bit. Come on, come on. Oh, tell me that. I was like, tell me that stump's a winch point, please. Tell me that stump's a winch point. Yeah, I saw what it looked like down there, and I was like, you know, bro, I'm good. I think I've got a good way right here. Like, I think I'm headed in the right direction. I'm just gonna, you know, blaze a little bit of my own trail and see how it goes. Check the map again. Oh, it's right here, dude. It's so right here. There we go. I was like looking for a winch point. I was like, please don't tell me we're out of winch points. I was like, that would suck really, really bad. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, there she goes. That's not bad. Alright, now pull the other tree. Oh, I see something. There we go. And, uh-oh. That may pull us just a little bit further in the right direction. A little bit. Yes, we've got it. Finally. Okay, well, you know what? That was quite the adventure to get here. I'll give you that. This truck is going to have its work cut out for it going back, and it's also really going to need some fuel. Like, it's going to need it bad. Alright, we got to straighten this thing out because I know it won't let me load it if it's not straight. So that's loaded. Yeah, I knew it. Position your truck. Oh my God. Oh, yep, we can load it. Dude. So that's an 8-point load right there. So we've got 4 on the truck itself and 4 on the trailer. And it's definitely loaded down. It's going to be an interesting drive back. But if you guys enjoyed this video in SpinTires Mud Runner, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And also, let me know what you guys think of this map. I've been loving it so far. But hope you all did enjoy. Again, make sure you subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.